I am the Jungle Boy. Good morning, evening, night. I think after a decade of living a trucker's life, I get used to not getting up in the morning. But I always end up saying good morning, even though it's 9:30 at night. I'm gonna get some fuel here, get everything topped up, including myself. Go get some caffeine in me, and then I gotta pick up. Ooh, come on. Thing doesn't want to stay in there. Anyway, I got to pick up at Coca-Cola in Houston, take that to Sherman. They've got me pre-planned back up in Springdale, which they're going to have me deadhead from Sherman to Springdale, which is quite a deadhead. It's like, almost 300 miles. So, and then that load's going to Goodlettsville, Tennessee, to one of the worst receivers, Associated Wholesale Grocers. It doesn't matter which one you go to, you're going to be there all night long. It doesn't matter how much product you have, you're going to be there all night long. The one in Oklahoma City is just as bad as any other one. And last time I went to Goodlettsville, I was there for 13 hours, and then they left a pallet of, I think it was those little pre-made peanut butter sandwiches that I had to find a way to get rid of because they didn't order it. It's like, okay, and nothing to do but just throw them out. So it wasn't even that they didn't, it wasn't even on the bills. Like the shipper just left it on the bills. That was like 5 years ago. Anyway, that's the plan. Go get this Coca-Cola load and head up to Sherman. Go on from there. What's up, buddy?
but you'll have to grab my throat and lift me in the air. If you need anyone, I'll stop my plans, but you'll have to tie me down and then break both my hands. If you need anyone, I'll be right there, but you'll have to grab my throat and lift me in the air. If you need anyone, if you need anyone, if you need anyone. I can't believe how much I hate pressures of a new place roll my way. Jump to cover me. Oh, jump to cover me. I'm taking over my body, back in control, no more shoddy. I bet a lot of me was lost, teasing, crossing eyes and dotted. I fought it a lot, and it seems a lot like flesh is all I got. Not anymore, flesh out the door, swat. I must have forgot, you can't trust me. I'm open a moment and close when you show up before you know it, I'm lost at sea. And now that I write and think about it and the story unfolds, you should take my life, you should take my soul. You are surrounding all my surroundings, sounding down the mountain range of my left side brain. You are surrounding all my surroundings, twisting the kaleidoscope behind both of my eyes. Now that I'm alone, now that I'm remember the moment, you know exactly where you're going, cause the next moment before you know what time is slow, and then it's frozen still, and the windowsill looks really nice, right? You think twice about your life, it probably happens at night, right? Fight it, take the pain, ignite it, tie a noose around your mind, loose enough to breathe, fine and tie it to a tree, tell it you belong to me, this ain't a noose, this is a leash, and I...
That's what I'm dealing with now. He was holding air pressure fine. It was like 110, 111 all day. And then all of a sudden it just, going down the highway, just started losing air pressure rapidly. Before I could get to the next exit, it was down to 0. And now it's off the beat. So I got to call roadside service and see what we're going to do about getting a new tire. So I really couldn't be in much of a worse place to get road service out here, because I'm probably 2 hours from the closest roadside service truck. So I'm probably going to be sitting here for several hours, probably late in the morning. This load's not going to get to Sherman on time now.
introspective beat. It ain't the speakers that bump hearts, it's our hearts that make the beat. Lean with it, rock with it, when we gonna stop with it? Lyrics that mean nothing, we were gifted with thought. Is it time to move our feet to an introspective beat? It ain't the speakers that bump hearts, it's our hearts that make the beat. Lean with it, rock with it, when we gonna stop with it? Lyrics that mean nothing, we were gifted with thought. Is it time to move our feet to an introspective beat? It ain't the speakers that bump hearts, it's our hearts that make the beat. Lean with it, rock with it, when we gonna stop with it? Lyrics that mean nothing, we were gifted with thought. Is it time to move our feet to an introspective beat? It ain't the speakers that bump hearts, it's our hearts that make the beat. And now we holding on to you. 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 And now we holding on to you.
I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel. I want to drive you through the night, down the hills. I gotta tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's dark, but have no fear.
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same. There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same.
I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel. I want to drive you through the night, down the hills. I gotta tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's dark,
I'll seek you out, flay you alive. One more word and you won't survive. And I'm not scared of your stolen power. See right through you any hour. I won't soothe your pain. I won't ease your strain. You'll be waiting in vain. I got nothing for you to gain. I'm taking it slow, feeding my flame, shoveling the cards of your game. And just in time, in the right place, suddenly I will play my ace. I won't soothe your pain. I won't ease your strain. You'll be waiting in vain. I got nothing for you to gain. Eyes on fire, your spine is ablaze, feeling any flow in my gaze. And just in time, in the right place, steadily emerging with grace.
But it looks like they're going to get me unloaded pretty quickly here. They're jumping straight on it and they're already pulling stuff out. And I've got about 4.5 hours left on my clock. I'm going to try to get as close to Sherman as I can. At least get up to like Atoka, Oklahoma. There's a bunch of truck stops there, and that's like 2 hours away, I think. Maybe closer than that, I don't know. But that's the plan. Boy, Coca-Cola just saved me a buttload of work. I'm alright. Somehow I missed it. Man, weird things just keep happening. Somehow I missed a pallet and a half of product on this trailer after the stops. None of my bills showed any overages or rejected nothing. And it sat unrefrigerated for a day and a half. They loaded it with the stuff on the trailer still. They loaded in the middle of their product, Coca-Cola did in Houston. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to find somewhere to dispose of this stuff. I'll float it by hand. And he come out and he's like, you want us to take it off? We can get rid of it for you. It's like, that'd be great, because I'm gonna have to unload it by hand if you don't. So they took it. They got a drag off dumpster out there. There's nothing on the bills to show there's anything rejected or overages or nothing. I don't know. So I didn't even look in the trailer that well. I just kind of glanced and thought I saw an empty trailer, but apparently it wasn't empty. Man, I don't even know how that happened. They loaded it with bad product on it. Like unrefrigerated turkey. Pallet and a half. Blew me away. But there's nothing on the bill, so I got nothing to tell. They had no way of knowing this ever happened. There's nothing in the bill waiting. Nobody's complained, so it's just going in the garbage.
Failing any foe in my gaze. Steadily emerging with grace. Failing any foe in my gaze. Steadily emerging with grace.
Am I the only one I know? Waging my wars behind my face and above my throat. Shadows will scream that I'm alone. I've got a migraine, and my pain will range from up, down, and sideways. Thank God it's Friday, cause Fridays will always be better than Sundays, cause Sundays are my suicide days. I don't know why they always seem so dismal. Thunderstorms, clouds, snow, and a slight drizzle. Whether it's the weather or the letters by my bed, sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. Let it be said what the headache represents. It's me defending in suspense, it's me suspended in a defenseless test, being tested by a ruthless examiner that's represented best by my depressing thoughts. I do not have writer's block, my writer just hates the clock. It will not let me sleep, I get so sleep when I'm dead. And sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. Am I the only one I know? Waging my wars behind my face and above my throat. Shadows will scream that I'm alone, but I know we've made it this far, kid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am not as fine as I seem. Pardon me for yelling, I'm telling you, green gardens are not what's growing in my psyche. It's a different me, a difficult to beast, a feasting umber down trees, freeze, rain.
Me and the boy here. Long night. We'll get some much needed sleep here. This day just keeps getting worse, man. So that guy at the Coca-Cola place offered to take that stuff off my hands. There was no mention of it on the bills or anything, and it was just going to be lost in the ether, you know. And I guess he didn't get permission from his bosses to do that. So now I get to drive 3 hours back, or no, 2 hours back, to where I just left to pick up product that I didn't know was on the damn trailer. It's been one of the worst days of my entire career. So somehow, some way, when I got empty in New Caney, Texas, I just either failed to look inside the trailer, or I just was one-track minded because they told me everything was good on the bills, and I just shut the doors and left. It was a whole pallet and another half pallet of product in that trailer. And I turned the reefer off, and I went to the truck stop, and I went to sleep. And then I got up that evening, drove over to Coca-Cola, and again opened the doors, locked them open. It failed for a second time to look in the trailer. And then back into the dock, and the lumpers loaded the trailer. Not only did they load it, they pulled that product off, put some of their product up front. Somewhere around the middle, they put that bad product and finished loading it. So by the time it was loaded, I couldn't see it. Then I get to the final in Sherman after having a flat and being 4 hours late because of it. That's when I find out that there's product. The guy comes out, he's unloading my trailer, and he shows me a pack of turkey cutlets, and it's like, do you want these on the truck? And at first I was like, oh, these are just one single pack. And he's like, no, there's a pallet and a half on there. I'm like, what? How did that happen? And he was like, you want me to put it back on the trailer when we're done? I was like, yeah. A few minutes go by, he comes back out with the bills. And I've looked through all the bill of lading for that last load, and there was no record of that product being rejected or being over. None at all. So when you come out with the bills for the Coca-Cola load, he says, I mean, we can dispose of it for you. And it's like, yeah, that solves my issue, because it's not on the bills. There's no report of OS&D. It's overage, shortage, and damages. So I'll just toss it, let them toss it in the trash and move on. And I get an hour and a half towards my next load. It's supposed to pick up tomorrow afternoon in Springdale. And I'm already dog tired because I've had a long day. And I get a call from my dispatcher saying, did you leave a pallet and a half of product that belonged to the previous load at that last place? And I was like, yep, I did. And I don't know why I did that. I do know why. I was trying to shirk my responsibility. It was no harm, no foul, right? There was nothing on the bills. Just toss it and no one's the wiser. Except for now I got it. It cost me more money. more time. Because I then had to drive all the way back to Sherman just to pick up this product that I now had to find a way to get rid of once they give me permission to get rid of it. So in the course of a week, I have punctured 2 airbags on my truck. I have which caused that load to arrive a day late to both stops. And then I allowed a pallet and a half of product to go to waste by not being diligent and checking out, making sure everything was good. I took both of those scenarios was me taking someone at their word. The first one, the dock hand gave me a thumbs up, told me I was good to back up to the trailer. So I just backed up into trailer stands and popped 2 airbags. And this one, as I was checking out, she said, yeah, everything's good. Checked the paperwork, no OS&D, everything's fine. Nope. Anyway, I'm just waiting on them to tell me what the hell is happening next and how much this is going to cost me.